Okay. This is the net that I created last time. I'm going to try to reproduce this net and see how long it takes. I'm not going to produce it from scratch, but I'm going to put it away and remove all the links. And I'm going to reproduce just about the same one by copying and pasting. And I'm going to change it just a little bit because things are just slightly different for this particular net. All right, so here's my blank canvas. And normally I would create a node here, add nature node, double click. All right, so there. And a node is created automatically with a state. It always comes with 2 states. You can add more. Right, if I click, so that's the title right here. And the states are over here. And I can just add a new state. And I can say, new state. Actually, I'll just say new. New. Oh, and it doesn't like that. Oh, okay. Because, oh, there's a name that's missing here. It wants a name. So that's okay. I'll just reset. Just go away. I'll just delete that because I'm going to go here. I'm going to copy this. I'm going to go here. Paste. Now, this net is for a couple in Bayesian Land. Bayesian Land has things a little differently from normal things here. The first child, so we'll go here. The name, child, first child. The first child can be a boy or can be a girl, but also can be a frog. You'll see why I'm adding that possibility because, well, in Bayesian Land, it's possible. It's rare, but it's possible. As far as Netica is concerned, right, they're all equally possible. So for the time being, I'm just going to leave it like that. Now, here is the week. So I'll copy that and I'll bring it over here. And then I'll paste. And I'll bring it over here. Now, in Bayesian Land, the first child can be born on any of those days, but Bayesian Land has 8 days. 8 days. You can imagine, of course, what the 8th day is. It's going to be Frog Day. Right? In celebration of that rare event when someone gives birth to a frog. So we're just going to say apply. And Netica has recomputed the possibilities. First child can be born on any of these days, though frogs tend to be born on Frog Day. Okay, so now we will we'll add these 2 nodes here. We'll add these 2 nodes. And then we'll just paste them. We'll put them over here. Now the second child, well, the second child is just a boy or a girl. Now, the second child, however, can be born also on Frog Day. We need to add that because they do all share the same calendar. So we're going to add Frog Day. Frog Day. There. And okay, and we need just here to take care of that. No problems. All right. Now, so we've got our nodes, but no links. Okay. Now let's first compute. What shall we compute first? Well, let's first compute, right, the probability that the first child is born or is a Tuesday boy. Okay, so we'll copy that. We'll go over here. Okay. Now, we need to teach Netica something. And the first thing we need to do is we need to tell Netica that this is linked to this and this. Now, we need to go into its brain. So we'll click on that. And then we'll go, it says here, view, edit, table. Well, this is, I think of it as really going into its brain and doing a little bit of brain surgery. So we're going into its brain. Now, we need to fix things a little bit because in the old, we had some different values in the other net. So in this net, we need to tell it something about what it means to be a Tuesday boy. First child is a Tuesday boy. Well, that's going to be either true or false. But the only time it's ever going to be true is when there is a boy who's born on Tuesday. So we'll change that to true, right? And it's false pretty much everywhere else. Yes. Tuesday girl, well, no, then that can't be a Tuesday boy. A Tuesday frog, well, that's not a Tuesday boy. Wednesday boy, Wednesday girl, Wednesday frog, that's also false. So, right, the only time it's ever true is when the child is born on Tuesday and is indeed a boy. Then it's true that the first child is indeed a Tuesday boy. There, so it just counts all the possibilities for me. And now I apply and I close. And now I simply, it says compile net, so it's a way of just compute things. And there we have it. So the first child is a Tuesday boy, 4%. You will recall that the last time was about 7%. Well, that's because in Bayesian land, because there's 8 days and you could have a frog, things are just a little different. Notice something. If a frog were not possible ever, and frog day is not possible, or they just don't have that day, as in a normal Earth calendar, well then this value comes right back to what it was before. Very good. So everything is as it should be. Now, we can add everything else. We'll take this node, we'll copy, and we'll paste this node. Now, okay, we'll just bring that down a little bit, bring this down. Well, now we need to teach Netica about what it means to have two boys. So we will link this to this, and we'll link this to this. Everything's gone gray here because every time that we create new links, then it sort of unlearns or needs to learn new things. So everything goes, well, gray. So now we click on this and we go into its brain, do a little bit of brain surgery. It says view, edit table. It's view, edit brain, really. So now we're going to say, well, what does it mean? What does it mean to have two boys? Under what conditions? Well, if your first child is a boy and your second child is a boy, well then, yes, you're going to have two boys. You are going to have two boys. If the first child is a boy, but the second child is a girl, well then we need to change that, don't we? That's actually going to be false. And if the first child is a girl, second child is a boy, well then, probability of two boys is nil. False. Impossible. Girl, girl. Girl, girl. False. Frog boy? Well, then false. And frog girl? Then it's false. And then we apply and we close. Now we go here and we recompute everything. Very good. And we get the exact values that we had in the other net. So everything is working out just fine. What else do we need? Oh, well, we need this too. So let's take this. Let's copy this. Let's go here and let's copy that over here. And now we need a link from here to there and another link from here to here. Now we need to say to Netica what it means to have a Tuesday boy again. So we look into its brain and we say, okay, well, look. Okay, here we go. So if the second child is a boy, but born Monday, then okay, second child is not a Tuesday boy. If it's a boy, but born on Tuesday, oh, well, here we need to change that to true. Otherwise, right? So boy Wednesday, so that's false. And that's false everywhere else, right? Girl Sunday, girl frog day, then it's not going to be a Tuesday boy. Okay, so it's just true in one condition. All right, we'll apply, we'll close. Oh, and we compile, and we get 6.25. Why is that different? Oh, we know why. Because here we have this calendar that's got frog day. So that would be the right figure. But the Earth calendar, having 7 days rather than 8, we'll just put that to 0, and we get exactly what we expect. Now we need, what else do we need? Yes, we need, so we're going to need this. Somewhere along the way, we want to give it the fact that the family, as it turns out, has in fact at least one boy born on Tuesday. So we link this to this, and we take the link and we link it from here to here, and we click on this, do a little bit of brain surgery, and we say, okay, let's see. What do we mean here? What do we mean? All right. We say, so for a boy to be born on Tuesday, for at least one boy, right, then the first child is a Tuesday boy. If that's true, and the second child is born on Tuesday, well then, is it true? You've got at least one boy born on Tuesday? Yes. And here, if the first child is born on Tuesday, then even if the second child is not, well then still, you've got at least one boy born on Tuesday. And similarly here, but if the first child is not born on Tuesday, and the second child is not born on Tuesday, well then you're not going to have a boy born on Tuesday. So we're going to say false. And now we can apply, and now close, and then we compile the net, and we have, do we have the expected values? Yes, we have exactly what we had before. Now we'll just make that pretty a little bit. We'll do that. Now we need one more thing. Remember what the original problem was. The original problem was, okay, given at least one boy born on Tuesday, what is the probability that the family has two boys? Well, we need to say, okay, well, now that's a given. So what's given, we enter here. We say, as it turns out, it's true. Notice what happens over here. We say, true, and there we go. The probability that they have two boys has now gone up to 48.1. So we're done. Very good. We want to play around with it. We can go here, remove all the findings. So we'll just, boom. And everything is returned to what it was, right? What it is in Bayesian land, where the first child is possibly a frog, and where they have 8 days in the calendar. And then we can just play around with this. And we can say, well, hey, suppose the first child is born on Monday. Does that change anything? Well, okay, that makes that false, right? First child is a Tuesday boy. Well, that's impossible because born on Monday. So over here, we could say, well, suppose we know this. Suppose we know the second child is born on Tuesday. Oh, well, that makes this a higher possibility. And if we know, suppose we know the second child is in fact, I don't know, we'll say is in fact a boy. Well, then the second child is definitely a Tuesday boy. And of course, a boy born on Tuesday is true because it's that one over here. So probability of two boys has gone up. And if we find out, the first child was indeed a frog, well, we'll say, suppose it was a frog. Okay. Probability of two boys, it's exactly what we would expect, right? It's false because they've got a boy and a frog. So no way that they've got two boys. All right, end of story.